took me 6 months to complete the Youth Challenge program. And at time I learned more about myself than I ever thought possible. Before I arrived at the program, I was cocky, disrespectful, personally lost. My upbringing is not one that would lead a person to drop out of school, mess with drugs, or have absolutely no respect for others or myself. My parents were the kind of parents I modeled myself after. Dad was my Little League coach, my scoutmaster, and my outdoor guide. I went to Catholic schools, never got into too much trouble. We moved to a new town when I was in the 8th grade. I didn't know anybody, and no one knew me. As any kid would, I just wanted to fit in somewhere. By the 10th grade, my idea of fitting in had turned into my parents' worst nightmare. By the end of 10th grade, I had given up on everything: school, responsibilities, and myself. That's when my parents approached me with the Youth Challenge program. At first, I refused to even entertain the idea of the program. After much thought, I realized the program was my last step to becoming a man. I was ready to quit school and join the workforce, and Youth Challenge would get me there. When I arrived at Youth Challenge, I only knew how to do 2 things: rebel and quit. I had made it through the toughest, most physically and mentally exhausting 2 weeks of my life and did not quit. A few months later, I was one of 12 kids who tested out of the classroom and achieved my GED. I then took the ASVAB test, scored the 2nd highest in the entire program. At that point, I realized I was a lot smarter than I often acted like. I graduated with confidence, pride, and a new appreciation for order and authority. Now, 12 years later, I'm a proud husband of my wife, Stephanie. She believes in me even when I have my own doubts. I have 3 children. Austin's the baby. William's my oldest son, who is an all-star athlete and my sidekick. And Shelby, my daughter. She's a 4.0 student and a standout athlete as well. It's almost comical to think I went from a cocky, disrespectful quitter to a respected superintendent of half a dozen maintenance contracts at well-known oil refineries. Proud father of Shelby, William, and Austin, and lucky husband to Stephanie, and not to mention someone I'm now proud to be. I honestly can stand here and tell you that I am who I am thanks to the Louisiana Youth Challenge program. So for me, the 29 men of 4th Platoon, and the proud families of those like me who have walked across stage with the honored Youth Challenge diploma, please keep this wonderful program strong. Thank you all.